Good morning, everybody. My name is Jenny Leong. I'm the member for Newtown and the New South Wales Greens spokesperson on WestConnex, or perhaps more appropriately, against WestConnex. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we are on the land of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation and pay our respects to their elders, past, present and emerging. It always was and always will be Aboriginal land, and I think when we talk about any infrastructure project or any development that is actually being imposed on our city and our communities, we must also remember the ongoing struggle for self-determination of the first peoples of this country and their struggle for land rights, for justice and for sovereignty. So I pay our respects to any Aboriginal people that are here and acknowledge that our struggle is part of their struggle, which is to protect country, to protect community and to protect our homelands. I would like to begin first of all by taking a moment, which is a little bit outside of the norm, but people may be aware that earlier this week John Kay, the Greens Upper House MP, passed away. It's one of the things that is weird because you go about doing these things despite the fact that this crazy stuff occurs. So if everyone wouldn't mind taking a minute to stand up and just pay a minute of silence to John before we start, I feel better about going about our business if we do that. Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate it. It is wonderful to be here at the People's WestConnex inquiry. I can say to you that I wish that we didn't have to organise this event because I wish the New South Wales government had organised their own inquiry and we could be here with members across the political divide and be hearing from experts and councillors and individual members of the public that had made submissions to the planning process. It's probably good to point out that this People's inquiry was actually initiated out of an idea that we heard because in Victoria, believe it or not, when they have an assessment of state significant infrastructure of this size, when they have a public submission process, they also hold an inquiry to ensure that people can be heard and their views can be heard and responded to as part of that. Obviously in New South Wales we know that the planning laws and the people have been cut out of many of the decisions around infrastructure and planning, and so one of the things that we wanted to do today was to bring people together, experts from different areas of the community representatives and members of the public who have serious concerns about this project, and actually to bring what is 20,000 individual submissions from councillors, councils, individuals, groups, experts and members of the public into the light. Because really what we're trying to do is to say that actually it's not okay for the planning department to hide them in hundreds of PDF documents on a website. There are serious concerns here. We're talking about a $16.8 billion project, and it's time for us to start airing some of those views. I'm sure no one here has the time to go through 20,000 submissions, so instead what we're going to do is a quick go through of what are the main areas of concern, main areas of focus that we need to address over the next few hours. Now, as you will probably respect, there's a lot of people that want to make a contribution. Our panellists have been told they will be stuck to strict 5-minute time. Mithra here is our timekeeper. She has a bell. She is going to be the one keeping us to time, recognising that while everyone has a lot to say on this issue, at the same time we want to make sure that everyone does get a chance to have a say, and obviously there will be time at other opportunities for people to have a say, and we're also video recording people's contributions, we're live streaming people's contributions, and we'll also be providing a report of the contributions. If people do want to stay after the event because they haven't had a chance to have their say, they can do so directly to the video so that their views are captured as well. I'd like to begin, before we start the panel, by just passing on the apologies from a number of people that haven't been able to make it today, but they did support the event and wanted to let us know that they were unable to attend. They include Janet Rice, Australian Greens Senator for Victoria, Lee Rhiannon, Australian Greens Senator for New South Wales, Julia Owens, MP, Federal Member for Parramatta, Alex Greenwich, the Member for Sydney, Julia Finn, MP, the Member for Granville, Luke Foley, the Member for Auburn, Ron Honig, the Member for Heffron, Councillor Lucille McKenna from Ashfield Council, Sam Iskander, the Mayor of Marrickville Council, David Leary from Marrickville Council, John Mant from the City of Sydney Council, Viv May, the Interim Administrator at Auburn City Council, Jim Casey, the Greens candidate for Grayndler, Professor Paul Tozillo from the RPA Hospital, and Fiona McGregor, author and performance artist. I'd also like to pass on the apologies from the Lord Mayor Clover Moore and invite at this point Councillor Jenny Green, to come up and read a short statement that the Lord Mayor has provided in support of this event before we continue.